Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now it's Jackson. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. Now a first down carry by Bell. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Detroit! Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Pernell McPhee in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
So that one will be accepted. And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Good! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So they move from 136 over to the other as they come up on first down.
Over!
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
To throw is Jackson, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. On 3rd down, Jackson being chased out left. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that hits the crossbar and comes back no good. And by just a couple of inches, this remains a scoreless game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Murray. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a play fake here on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Murray now. This one caught by Crowder. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that could be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun. Murray. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jamison Crowder, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now ready for another possession. Last time out they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now Jackson on second down. This is Bell on the dump off. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm. Wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And for the moment, this will be a first down. But we have a marker on the field. Let's see if this stands. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down now. I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. 2 seconds to go, first quarter. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charleston. The Ravens on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far.
Right, now,
this is 3rd and 10.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. This is Johnson. He's got it. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Detroit! Detroit!
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Detroit! Detroit!
And they'll run it here. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Off the play fake. Murray. Out to the left here to Reed. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Gone! 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 Gone!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Tim Williams, he's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hot!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. This from 36 yards out. And Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
This fielded at the 2. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Left side, caught by Matthews. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The give is to Bell. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Redskins now. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Washington. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
All right, now, look at 56.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Pernell McPhee in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Hot!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got to jump here. So the penalty now moves it up. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson operating from the gun. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Now the ball comes loose, and the Redskins scoop it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now they try the right side here. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This quarterback now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 3rd down, Murray. Buying time to his left. Murray fighting, lost the football, and the Ravens have got it. play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. Now he'll escape to his right. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. So we've reached halftime here in D.C. in our nation's capital with a home team, the Redskins, on top. This fielded at the 2. And now running right through it. Now he opts for the spin. And some room to maneuver. 30, the 20, 10. And he takes it all the way, but there is laundering on the field. A flag is down. And I think this one's coming back.
I agree.
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. They want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission. They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. To throw on second down. Murray throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. The Redskins on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Operating from the gun. Murray. He's going to walk one. Deep left. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. Eventually wrangled down before reaching the 20, but a strong run. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Off play action. Murray finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They get it to him running left. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. Here's Murray. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force him into a field goal attempt.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave them with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Tim Williams makes the tackle.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Throwing on first down, Murray. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Following the fumble recovery, Murray stepping up. He's going to keep it. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Ravens taking the field. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you've got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop him, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game. One of the premier runners in the NFL.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson on 3rd down. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now, they'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. Here's Sam Cook. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Back to throw. Murray flushed out right. Back now at FedEx Field. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Murray. Forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Tim Williams in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And now here come the Ravens. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Redskins scoop it. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you're talking about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a 2nd time.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. And he spins through. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Jackson escaping the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Now he's forced out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. Oh, the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll run it here. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They get it to him running left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll start out on the ground with Bell. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Flush to his right. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, to me, this leads to the question, do you admire the way he puts his body out there all the time, or do you think he should protect himself a little bit more?
Well, he's been on the ground several times with all those sacks that he's taken. So, I don't know. I kind of admire him not sliding down there, don't you?
I'm with you on that one. The meter definitely leans towards admiration.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
This quarterback now 10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him the 7th time tonight. He's gone down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Goes underneath for Bell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So he missed his first attempt, remember, but this time he gets back on the bike and knocks it home.
Yeah, and sometimes that first one can really impact you moving forward. It can just stay with you too long and affect everything else you do during the game. In this case, though, able to shake it off. He's riding high again.
And on the ground they go with a running back. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Redskins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Here's Tressway now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Oh, and he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give him much better starting position. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Try and get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier.